The initial brief of the project was that we needed IC2 to act as a working hub, combining various different working spaces, everything from quieter, focused areas all the way to creative think tanks and collaboration spaces.
It was also the next step in our journey, really going from the classic way of working in an office space and a very established way of working when we were in the previous premises, and then from moving from that premises into our new premises in IC2, it was then very much really reaffirming that hot desking, more collaborative working style, and having a mixture of spaces where, because of the variation of tasks and functions, people could feel comfortable to come in and do what they need to do on any given day. When it came to things like windows, radiators, that we needed absolutely to get right, the Lyreco team were really quick to recognise them firstly and onboard the right people very quickly, and kept in constant communication with me to make sure that the right decisions were made in a timely manner. But it was their experience in a lot of cases as well that helped them to recognise a problem before it became a problem.
There was a focus on the move being as sustainable as possible, so that was things like reusing furniture that we'd recently purchased for the office, most of which was provided by Lyreco.
It also needed to be suitable and flexible to evolve. So we've seen a real change, as most companies have, in the ways that we work, and we don't know what that's going to look like in 5-10 years maybe. So having an office space which we know will be sort of fit for our people and all the changes that might come was necessary for us as well.
The decision criteria was based on several different factors. Each was assigned a weighting, things like costs, relevance of the service offered, innovation and progress ideas, and the organisation flexibility that Lyreco were able to demonstrate as part of their bid.
The response to the tender was pitched exactly right, which was a good sign from the start for us, because Lyreco had clearly taken the time to understand Michelin and what we were asking for, and the team's expertise allowed them to take what were the ideas and developed them into a solution which was creative but also suitable for our needs and addressed each and every point that we'd laid out within the tender. So it was really considered, and they showed us that they had the team behind it to deliver it comprehensively as well.
Lyreco approached the challenge by proposing innovative solutions in order to meet the brief. The best example of this would be the opening up of the central kitchen space to foster the open and collaborative office and working space.
Taking us away from what we expect an office space to look like or be set up like, and helping us to envisage, actually, this is how people come together most effectively, even if it's not what you'd guess at first. When you first come in and make your coffee, or when you take those little micro breaks, you're seeing people that you haven't seen previously for quite a while, because there wasn't that one meeting spot. But it does give us the opportunity to do that now at loads of points throughout the day.
The timelines were very important, and we were up against a hard deadline to exit the existing building.
We had this ambition to smoothly leave one building and enter another, and for the project team working on it, in order to do that, there were so many things that had to come together in time, and Lyreco were always flexible enough and worked with us very closely to make sure that wherever we were, we had that movement to make things fit.
It is a pleasant environment, it's a nice place to work. There's familiarity, but it is a very different space.
It feels light and airy, feels instantly like they've settled in and they're at home. It feels like a Michelin office.
The whole relocation was fully managed by Lyreco from the old building to the new one.
There was always the expertise there to handle anything that came up throughout the project. We had constant touch points with the team. It was all handled really smoothly by the person managing the project. So that took a lot of what could be potential pain away in a complex project. And the additional follow-ups as well afterwards were really appreciated. The aftercare, the added bits.